Yo, massive trade update. A new report reveals that the New York Yankees have been linked via trade to superstar infielder Jazz Chisholm Jr. of the Miami Marlins in a blockbuster deal which is going to bolster not just the infield but as well as the batting lineup. Yes. Trade deadline is on the way, and you know it is going to heat up on that hot stove. Let's jump right into it. Into it. Jazz Chisholm, he's been linked to the Yankees, and this is a move that was first reported by two people in particular. Let's get right to the graphics. First, Andrew Peters with the Bleacher Report. Again, the Yankees are actively discussing a blockbuster deal that is going to bring Jazz Chisholm from the Marlins to the Bronx to bolster the infield and give the Yankees that nitroglycerin that we've been talking about in that batting order. And it's not just Andrew Peters that's reporting that. Oh yeah, it's not just him. We got Jon Heyman as well. Yankees have discussed Jazz Chisholm Jr., the Marlins' talented outfielder turned infielder. Heyman also wrote the extent of the interest is unknown, but Chisholm most likely would play mostly infield, a Yankee need. This is a deal that needs to happen. Needs to happen. Again, this is what we've been talking about on this channel really since the inception. About this lineup starting to look like the past years. Old, slow, and putting all the onus on Aaron Judge. Now, putting all the onus on Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. Coming into the year, you really believe that Verdugo and Volpe, you thought Torres was going to take a step forward considering he's in a walk year. You really hoped that DJ LeMahieu was going to get back to DJ hits, but the decline button has been smashed on a number of players, including Stanton, who is still currently injured, and this lineup really doesn't have much to offer right now. Bringing Jazz Chisholm Jr. to this lineup is so necessary. And again, Heyman speaks on it perfectly here that, again, this is a outfielder turned infielder. So with that being said, you know who's on notice? You know who's on notice here with this potential move? That guy right there. Gleyber Torres, you are officially the weakest link. All right, that batting average, on base percentage. This is a guy that has been on the struggle bus all year long, and again, he's in a walk year. He has not given the Yankees consistent production, something that he's been a staple for since he came over for the Cubs years ago in that Aroldis Chapman trade. And he's on notice, and you know who else is on notice? DJ LeMahieu, I just mentioned. Those two guys, because third base as well as second base, those are two positions that Jazz Chisholm Jr. he plays. So again, those two, it's not going to be Volpe at short. No, he's the next Derek Jeter. The front office has dug in. They could have traded Volpe a billion times for ace pitcher after ace pitcher the past few years, but no, they've called him up. He's not going anywhere. It's his show. So shortstop is locked, stock, and barrel. First base, Ben Rice. Honestly, outside of Judge and Soto, Ben Rice has been your most consistent hitter the last month since he's been called up. So he's not going anywhere at first base. Plus, Jazz Chisholm Jr. doesn't play first base. So that puts the spotlight once again. Let's go to it once again on this guy. I said it once, I'll say it again. It puts the spotlight on Gleyber Torres as well as DJ LeMahieu. Those guys they feel that spotlight burning on the back of their necks, considering that the trade deadline is coming and the Yankees and Cashman knows that they've got to make a deal to get this roster better. There's just no way around it. Jon Heyman reported it. Andrew Peters reported it. This is something that is in the works, and you want to talk about a game changer. Man, oh man. Jazz Chisholm immediately puts rocket fuel into this lineup. You can put him at the top. You can just move everybody down. You can have Jazz Chisholm as well as Volpe 1-2 to kick things off, and then you can start getting busy. You can just move Judge to the cleanup spot and move Soto to the 3 spot, because the Yankees are near bottom of the league in cleanup hitter production. Rizzo wasn't giving them anything. Stanton was up and down. Yeah, he was Mr. Exit Velo and Mr. Strikeout. He was doing his usual thing, but not a lot of production at that cleanup spot. You add Chisholm now, man, you're cooking, because the top of the lineup has 2 lightning bolts in Volpe, assuming that he continues to get his act together, and Chisholm, right? And so, again, this is a no-brainer. If you're Brian Cashman, make it happen. This is a guy that would help the Yankees immediately if he were to come over from the Miami Marlins. But let's keep this party rolling. Let's not dilly-dally. Let's keep it going. Numbers don't lie. Numbers do not lie, my friend. They don't. And man, when you talk about a guy like Chisholm, you have to go right to the numbers. All right, this is a guy who's going to give you 255, just halfway home to 300. He's going to give you some pop. Those 12 home runs, you like to see that. You know how many home runs DJ LeMahieu has? 0. He has as many home runs as you and me watching this video right now. But here's the sneaky stat. Aside from that beautiful on-base percentage of 743, that means he's always on. He's always on base. It's the number next to that. It's the number next to that. And that number next to it is 18 stolen bases. All right? Give me somebody that's going to put pressure on the opposing team, on the opposing pitcher, on the opposing catcher, who's going to get on base and make things happen. It just can't be Volpe. It just can't be Volpe. Name me the base stealing threat in this lineup right now, not named Anthony Volpe. I'll wait. Just like CM Punk looking at his watch, it's clobbering time. I'll wait. Jazz Chisholm brings you some stolen base production. He brings you some action on the base pads that sets the table. You want table setters, because you got 2 big dogs that love to eat in Soto and Judge. So set that table. Set the table with brisket. You know what I mean? With barbecue chicken, with wings. Set that table so the big dogs can eat. You know what I mean? And Jazz Chisholm, he's setting that table. You bring him over to the Yankees, you bring him to the top of the lineup or even the bottom of the lineup toward the end of the game, you got somebody who's constantly on base, who's making it happen. You know what I mean? So this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. This is the exact type of move that the Yankees need to make come trade deadline. Brian Cashman needs to hop on the phone. They've been linked. I mean, John Heyman's reported it. Andrew Peters has reported it. Where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I mean? And this is a massive, massive, massive trade that is going to be a game changer. Is going to be, not possibly, is going to be a game changer for the Bronx Bombers if and when Brian Cashman pulls the trigger and makes it happen. You got prospects. This is what prospects are for. Okay, you don't hold on to your prospects until the cows come home. This is your window. These are the prime years of Aaron Judge. And again, you want to entice and make the decision a little easier for Juan Soto to sign the dotted line on a 20-year extension. You want a playoff run as deep as possible. You don't want to go one and done. You go one and done, he's like, how different is this from my last few years in Washington? How different is this from my 1 year in San Diego? I'm going to just go get some money from somewhere else of another team that's more serious. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You want to bring over some nitroglycerin, like I said, to this lineup. And Jazz Chisholm Jr., he brings you that. He brings you run production. He brings you on base. He brings you some pop at the top of the lineup, those 12 home runs. Again, that's more home runs than you can't make this up. Those 12 home runs are more home runs than Gleyber Torres and DJ LeMahieu combined. If that isn't enough incentive to bring him to your lineup, I don't know what is. And I'm not saying that the Yankees should live and die by the home run ball, which has hurt them in years past. What I'm saying is you want someone that's constantly making contact, and you want somebody that's setting the table for your big dogs, for your generational talent in Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. You know what I mean? And Jazz Chisholm is going to provide that. That's why this guy right here, he needs to swap out that uniform for the grays, for the pinstripes. He is going to be a Yankee. If Cashman has if he has half a brain cell, he is going to make it happen and add to bolster this lineup. But that does it here for Yankees Digest. Bring you all things Yankees. This has been your boy Ugo Onyianta. Keep on hitting that like button. Keep on hitting that subscribe button. Keep the numbers coming, man. Keep them coming. Come on to the party. Come on back on this journey. We're going to keep on bringing you the best of the best. Nothing but the best here at Yankees Digest. Bring you all things Yankees. Peace.